Now, Ian, for every DFDS, which is obviously a member, and a company that reports almost no downtime due to its scrubbers, there's another company struggling with installation. Would you agree with that assessment?
I think whilst DFDS has learnt from its experience, there are going to be others that still need to learn theirs. So I think it's fair that with new technology there's always going to be an experience to learn. But through CSA 2020 there's an opportunity to share that knowledge and therefore avoid some of the pitfalls that maybe the early adopters have suffered.
And we're talking in March, 3 months after the 2020 regulation entered into force. When you look back, do you think as an industry we were overly pessimistic when it came to installation, operation, markets, governance and over-the-horizon risks?
I think we possibly were cautious, but having the experience that we've had since 2010 when the first, well even 2005, 2006 when the first changes to the sulphur regulations came into force, we've learned from that experience and the problems have been less as each stage of the changes have occurred. So I think shipping's a very conservative industry and so we are always cautious, but maybe we were overly cautious on this occasion.
What are your members telling you when it comes to monitoring, enforcement and compliance as they trade around the world?
I haven't really had any complaints come in at all. It seems to be reasonably consistent around the world. Obviously there are local rules and there's always going to be issues around local decisions, but in the most part it's been fairly consistent.
And finally, Ian, we're talking at the midpoint of day one of the conference. How have you found it so far?
Well, I've been sat on the stage all the time, so I'll be able to tell you this afternoon what it's like from the floor. But it seems to be going quite well. So yeah, I think it's a good event.